Tony, can you maybe just describe your emotions and feelings right now?
I guess the biggest thing for me right now that I'm feeling, I'm not trying to put the blame on anyone for the loss. That's on me. I was the one out there wrestling, but I feel like this whole situation with me and Dennis was handled very, I guess, not in the best way. I was lied to a couple times. I feel like I was stabbed in the back. I feel like I was loyal to a fault to coaches and athletes, and from things that I've seen. And right now the first thing I'm thinking is I need to move on. I need to get out of this program.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to hold anything back. I was told by Tom Brands over 2 months ago that he would not be in Dan Dennis's corner, that him and Terry would corner me. We had the conversation. Right away, I see Tom Brands is going to be in, Dennis's corner from the media, from Twitter. Then they have Ryan Morningstar in my corner while I go out to eat, and Ryan Morningstar's sitting at a dinner table eating dinner with Dan Dennis. It's just things that probably shouldn't be handled like that in that situation. Dennis was on his way out of here going to Virginia Tech, and Tom bent over backwards to bring him back. Why would you do that to your top athlete who's, number one on the ladder right now and put him in that situation? But that's life. That's things you deal with. Terry Brands, he's a man. The whole time he was by my side, the whole time he agreed with everything and how I felt. At the same time, you want me to elaborate more, and just go look at the comments from the HWC members. Go look at the comments from Ryan Morningstar. I don't think there was one person in this program other than Terry Brands that really wanted to see me win that match.
And I guess I don't watch that HWC. Can you maybe elaborate?
Yeah, just go look at the comments from Brent Metcalf saying Dan Dennis is the Donald Trump. At first he was just throwing his hat in the ring, and now he's the number one guy. And this was months before we had even wrestled or it was going to happen. Things like that, but it's whatever.
It's obviously a unique situation with you guys in it. Looking back, what should the coaches have done? How should they have handled the corner
Should have never
situation?
brought him in. Terry Brands agreed with me on that too. He said when we had this conversation, they never approached me, they never asked me how I was going to feel about it. 2 months into it, 3 months into it, right after the Urigan, they had heard some rumblings that I wasn't okay with what was going on. Tom came to talk to me, and that's when it was established that he was not going to coach Dennis. He was going to be in my corner. Obviously, that didn't happen. He even told my brother that he was going to put his money where his mouth was and his loyalty where his mouth was, and I see where it's at now.
Why weren't you okay with him coming back?
Would you be okay with someone coming back if you were the top guy and you had the top coaches working with you and they're bringing a guy in at your weight class who's going to be who you're going to compete with in the finals? Not at all. I don't think anyone would be. Would Brent Metcalf be okay with training next to Frank Molinaro every day? Would Jordan Burroughs be okay with, having Kyle Dake or David Taylor in the room with him every day?
Well, what was the difference between that level and, say, McDonough, when you had that situation?
McDonough was here. He didn't leave. McDonough wasn't on his way out. They didn't have to go and beg McDonough to come back.
What was it something that I guess affected you or bothered you in the training situation? Him being there,
Yeah, it did. And there were talks between me and my wife of leaving in the middle of the season. She kind of asked me to stick it out. I stuck it out, but now it's time. I need to get out of here.
I know it's early. Any idea where you would maybe want to go?
I don't know what's next yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep competing. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
If you don't keep competing, what direction could you consider?
I'm going to find a coaching job, and I'm going to freaking try and find a way to beat, whoever I can.
I really appreciate you being here and talking to us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks.